Sanibonani, ninjani? Igama lami nginguThandeka okwabekwa Mkhize. Namhlanje ngizothanda sihluze inkondlo sihloko sithi ithemba lami. So ngizopresenta inkondlo yethu ngizozama ukwenza kube khudlwana so that we can all follow and you can see ama-slides ami ukuze ulungele ukubhala izivivinyo zakho zokuhlolwa kwalo nyaka. Right. So ngaphandle kokumosha isikhathi without wasting time, ake siqale ngokubheka isihloko sethu, right? So isihloko senkondlo yethu sithi ithemba lami. Ithemba is hope, and then igama elithi lami lingongomnini, igama elikhombisa ubunikazi, and it means my. Therefore, a direct translation of isihloko sethu ithi my hope. Right. So ngiyaye ngithande ukufaka izithombe ukwenza kube lula ukuthi silandele ukuthi inkondlo ikhuluma ngani, sisheshe ukwazi ukuzakhela isithombe sengqondo ngalokho esingakulindela enkondlweni. So enye-ke le yenkondlo yakwa-IEB ebhalwa abafundi bebanga le-12 kusukela ngonyaka odlule 2024, 2025. Ngicabanga ukuthi nango-2026 kuzobe kuseyiyo le nkondlo. So sizoqala-ke sibheke-ke istanza sokuqala. So I'm not gonna look at show you the whole poem, but again I will just navigate through the stanzas. So this poem in particular, inezitanza ezine le nkondlo, inezitanza eziwu-4. This is a 4-stanza poem, and we'll just go according to each stanza so that we can save time. And if you look on your screen, you will also notice that on my right, maybe your right as well, kukhona isilungu kuhunyishiwe ngesingisi laphayana so that you can also follow. But I will try and unpack each and every line so that we all understand what the poem is about. And I will also emphasize on amagama abalulekile that I think they are a must, know ulwazini lwakho oluqoqayo lwenkondlo. All right. Sesilungile. Okay. So ngizoqala-ke ngifunde inkondlo, right? Inkondlo kuyahaywa, you hire the inkondlo, uyayihaya, meaning you recite the poem. So istanza sokuqala sakhiwe imigqa eyisithupha. The first stanza is made up of just 6 lines. So I will start reading each line and unpacking it until we get to the last line of that particular stanza. Istanza-ke sifundeka kanje. Ngisalizwa lelo phimbo lakhe, ebelisho inhliziyo iqaqambe iminjunju. Ngisawabona lawo mehlwana akhe, abengibheka qede ngibhubule yiminjunju. Lawo mehla bengithi lapha lazi, izizwe nginesono ngokwentuli ikhambi. So kwistanza number 1, istanza sokuqala, siyabona ukuthi imbongi uqobo lwayo ekhulumayo, so which means it is a poet herself that is talking. And how do we know? Igama nje lokuqala elithi ngi means I. Angithi siyayazi Lord nazonke. So imbongi is saying ngisalizwa, I can still hear. Ngisalizwa lelo phimbo, lelo lizwi. So lelo phimbo means that voice. And whose voice is she referring to? She says lakhe. Right. So now igama elithi ke is a possessive word structure that means him or her, which means the poet can still hear his or her voice. We don't know yet who is this person that imbongi is talking about. But obviously, Imbongi is talking about somebody. Umuqa wesibili, line 2, she continues and she says, Iphimbo, referring to Iphimbo, izwi. Iphimbo is izwi, Iphimbo is a voice. She says, a voice, ebelisho inhliziyo eqaqambe, that when Imbongi heard it, you know, inhliziyo yakhe ibiqaqamba yinhlungu, ibinjunju, meaning her heart will start aching, will throb out of pain just from hearing the voice. Iphimbo. Mqondo ofana for iphimbo is izwi. Well done. Right. So komuqa wesithathu imbongi yaqhubeka ithi ngisawabona lawo mehlwana akhe. I can still see. Ukubona is to see those little eyes. So amehlwana from ibizo amehlo, imbongi uses a diminutive to just make amehlo seem smaller in size, okay? And then once again, she uses a possessive word, akhe, his or her little eyes. So lelia gama elithi amehlwana lingasinikeza imiqondo eminingi ehlukene. It may give us different meanings, okay? So what comes to mind masikhuluma ngamehlo, amehlwana, which means amehlo amancane, it could be the eyes of a child, or it could be the fact that because this person wayesesimeni esithile was in a particular or in a certain a situation or in a certain condition, maybe the person was sick, therefore when Imbongi looked at their eyes, they seem smaller or they look smaller, right? So kumuqa number 4, she continues to elaborate, uyaqhubeka uyasichazela ukuthi about the eyes, right? Amehlwana, the little eyes, and she says the eyes abengibheka qede ngibubule iminjunju. So she's talking about the eyes, and she says when those eyes used to look at Imbongi, after they looked at Imbongi, Imbongi would make a noise or make a sound or groan in pain, once again in sorrowful. So kushuthi Imbongi yayizwa ubuhlungu. Iminjunju is pain. Kumuqa wesihlanu imbongi ithi-ke lawo mehlo abengithi laphalazi. Still, focusing on the eyes, describing the eyes that use to look at me. Ukuthi laphalazi, laphalazi, it's the movement of the eye rapidly, okay? So which could be like the blinking or the winking of the eyes, but it's the movement of the eyes. So igama elithi laphalazi, because it emphasizes the movement of amehlo, ukunyakaza kwamehlo, we can say leliya gama lisenza ukuthi. Umuqa 6, imbongi ithi ngizizwe nginesono ngokuwentula ikhambi, meaning each time the eyes will look at Imbongi, she will feel guilty, right? Because she did not have a cure, she did not have a remedy, she was lacking a cure. Ikambi, it's like umuti, ikambi, it's like a remedy that will help this person. So umuqa number 6 usinikeza into yokuthi this person that Imbongi is talking about was in a state of ukugula, wayengaphilile kahle, wakumuntu ogulayo. Right. Ake sihambe-ke siye kwi-analysis ngokushesha. So below the stanza we have an analysis. I-analysis yethu ithi Imbongi ikhuluma ngomuntu ongekho eduze kwayo. That's line number 1. That's what we know, that's obvious. She is talking about a person that is not around, okay? Maybe used to be around, but not anymore. Izwa sengathi, she feels as if iyalizwa iphimbo lalo muntu. right? So when someone is not around, but you can still feel like, you can hear their voice, kusitshela into eyodwa, that tells us one thing, ukuthi you are thinking of that person, or you are missing that person. And to miss or to think of umuntu ngaleyo ndlela kusho ukuthi uyamkhumbula, right? So kunomuzwa wenkumbulo, right? Like, alright, sisalandelana, okay? Ngikholwa ukuthi kusazwakala. So uma imbongi-ke izwa leli phimbo, when she hears this voice, izwi iphimbo, remember what I said? Beyizwa ubuhlungu. So she would feel pain, iminjunju. Iminjunju is izinhlungu, is ubuhlungu deep inside her heart. Ngamehlo engqondo, using her imagination, isawabona lawo mehlo. So she is imagining, the little eyes, amehlo amancane, and from igama amehlo, imbongi converted it into a diminutive, amehlwana, alo muntu ayeyibuka ngayo imbongi, that the person used to look at the poet. Nokungachaza, which could mean ingane le. It could mean it's the eyes of a child that the poet is talking about. Bekuthi uma lo muntu ebuka imbongi, each time this person looks at imbongi, imbongi will just feel the pain, and then she would start, groaning or growling, making a weird noise, like, she is in pain. Ngibubule, going like, that is ububula. That is how one sounds when they are in pain. Imbongi-ke isayikhumbula indlela lo muntu ayeyibuka ngayo. So she still remembers how this person used to look at her. Ize isebenzisa isenzukuthi. She even uses isenzukuthi. And which word is isenzukuthi? Yes, laphalazi is isenzukuthi, esichaza indlela yokucwayiza, which means the way in which that person used to blink or wink. All right. Bekuthi lapho lamehlo ebuka imbongi, izizwe inesono. So each time these eyes, or this person look at imbongi with their eyes, imbongi would feel guilty ngoba ibingakwazi ukuthola okokwelapha. And the reason why she would feel guilty is because she could not provide this person with a cure or with a remedy. Ikhambi. All right, kusazwakala. Moving on to istanza sesibili. Istanza sesibili, as you can see, sakhiwe imigqa emine, umugqa 7, umugqa 8, umugqa 9, umugqa 10. Isikhombisa, isishiyagalombili, isishiyagalolunye, ishumi. Izihlungu abekuzo bezifikisela ngezinyembezi. Ngingazi ngizothini kuye, ngingazi izinhlungu zihlasela ngaphi, ngibona ngemvula yezinyembezi nje kuphela. So it feels like in the first stanza, imbongi was just introducing istory sakhe, indaba yakhe asixoxela yona. All right, okay. So imbongi is just narrating a story, iyasilandisa. And here, so imbongi continues to just share indaba yayo, ukusixoxela indaba nokusilandisa. Now she says, izinhlungu, the pain, abekuzo, that person, experienced, bezifikisela ngezinyembezi, right? They just brought tears in emehlweni embongi, in imbongi's eyes, fikisela ngezinyembezi. In other words, they would make imbongi feel so emotional in such a way that she would even start crying or sobbing. Umugqa wesishiyagalombili, umugqa line 8, ngingazi ngizothini, and imbongi would not know what exactly to say to this person. She felt this person's pain. She wanted to say something, but she did not know what to say to the person. Umugqa number 9, imbongi ithi ngingazi izinhlungu zihlasela ngabi. So the reason why she could not say anything, it's because She did not know where the pain were coming from. So which area of this person's body, was hurting. In other words, umuga number 10. Ngibona ngemvula yezinyembezi nje kuphela. And how she knew that this person was in pain, it's because she could see just tears rolling down at this person's face. That was the only thing that she could see kuphela. So lo muntu kube sezinhlungwini. This person, Imbongi, that is talking about was experiencing excruciating pain, ezizinhlungu ezimangalisayo. Bekuthi ayikhala Imbongi. All right. So each time Imbongi imbuka wanted to cry. Bezifikisela ngezinyembezi. Imbongi bengazi nokuthi imduduze ithini. Ukududuza is to comfort, right? Sometimes when someone goes through stuff, you just want to say something so just to make them feel better. But Imbongi did not know what to say. Kumuga number 9, bekubanzima. It used to be so hard, to Imbongi ukubona ukuthi izinhlungu zizwa ngakaluphi uhlangothi, to actually identify the area where this person was experiencing the pain. And the only sign, the only symbol, or the only sign, uphawu, that she could see Imbongi, that this person was really struggling with pain, lwezinhlungu obelubonwa yimbongi, bekuba nje izinyembezi. This person, they had tears rolling down their face, and that was the only thing. Izinyembezi nje kuphela bezehla zigeleza, meaning they constantly, rolled down this person's face. Sisalandelana ngithi naziya-ke. Sesiya-ke estanzeni sesithathu-ke manje. Istanza sesithathu, Imbongi isibhaleleke laphayana imiqa mihlanu, umuqa 11, 12, 13, 14 or 15, right? So ithi Imbongi-ke, namuhla enhliziyweni nginenkamba beyibuza, right, engingazi iyopholiswa yini. Nini? Kanjani? Ngokuhlwitha kabuhlungu othandiweyo wami, ngokuphucwa kanzima igugu lami ebelihlala lisemehlweni ami njalo. Right, so Imbongi-ke iveza-ke umuzwa wayo wobuhlungu ukuthi-ke at this point in time, and right now, namuhla, today, in her heart, enhliziyweni, nginenkamba beyibuza. So inkamba beyibuza, it's like a gaping hole that everyone can see, that is obvious to everyone. So kusho ukuthi unesilonda. Isilonda, it's a wound, all right, that is so open and so obvious to everyone. Nginenkamba beyisibuza. So Imbongi isebenzisa ihaba laphayana ukwenza ukuzwakalisa ubuhlungu nokulimala kwenhliziyo yayo, ukuthi inhliziyo yakhe is so hurt in such a way that it's left with a gaping hole, with an open wound. Inkamba beyibuza. Sometimes umuntu uma bemshayile nje, mhlambe ingozi like an open wound, so bamshaya inkamba beyibuza. Inkamba beyibuza, it's an open wound, isilonda nje esikhulu. Line number 12, Imbongi then says, engingazi iyopholiswa yini, nini, kanjani. So this open wound, lesi silonda esikhulu, all right, she does not know, iyopholiswa yini, what will heal it, and nini, when it will heal, kanjani, and how it will heal, all right. Okay, who will make it better, and when that will happen, and how will that even happen? Kumuqa-ke weshumi nantathu, Imbongi ithi-ke ngokuhlwitha. So she is just elaborating on how she acquired that big open wound in her heart. So she says that happened because wahlwithwa. Ukuhlwitha is to snatch. All right. Kabuhlungu, aggressively, all right, othandiweyo wami, by painfully having my beloved one snatched or taken away from me. Okay, so that is where the inkamba bebuza is coming from. Umugqa-ke number 14, imbongi ithi-ke ngokuphuqwa. Line 13, she used igama elithi ngokuhlwitha, and ku-line 14 isebenzise igama elithi ngokuphuqwa. Lawo magama womabili, they mean exactly the same thing. So when imbongi does that, uses amagama amabili angafani to say the same thing in different lines, we call that impindamkondo. Impindamkondo is the repetition of the same meaning emigqeni ehlukile engafani, imbongi using different words. So ku-line 14 imbongi ithi ngokuphucwa kanzima igugu lami, for having my precious one taken away from me aggressively, kanzima, kabuhlungu. So it was not easy when she lost her loved one. And then line number 15, she explains, she describes Lily Gugu, this precious one. She says, this precious one, ebelihlala lisemehlweni ami, that was constantly, around me, constantly with me, constantly before my eyes, constantly in my presence. So imbongi-ke iphumela obala. She comes clean, she opens up ngokuthi izinhlungu zayo zivelaphi, on where exactly her pain comes from. Ithi namuhla, she says today ilimele kakhulu. She is deeply hurt or deeply injured in her heart, and she uses amagama athi nginenkamba beyibuza, and as a figure of speech, inkamba beyibuza, so we can say ihaba. All right. And then uma ngabe siqhubeka-ke lesi silonda-ke, this big gaping wound, all right, enasenhlizweni that she has in her eyes, she doesn't know ukuthi-ke what will make it better, what will heal it. Siyopholiswa ngubani, who will heal it, and when will that happen, and how will that happen? So, and this wound, open wound in her heart, it was caused, idalwe ukushona noma ukuhlwitha. So the word ukuhlwitha, ukuphucwa, it refers to ukushona, the death, ukufa. All right, kabuhlungu othandiwe wembongi, of Mbongi's loved one. Imbongi iphucwe kanzima igugu layo. So her precious one was taken away from her kanzima. It was not nice. It was painful. So lo muntu ke mbiza ngegugu, the person that she is referring to as her precious one, igugu layo ubehlezi semehlweni embongi, meaning was always with imbongi all the time. Kusazwakala. Right, and there's a picture of a coffin there, just to illustrate ukuthi amagama lawaya athi ngokuhlwitha, ngokuphuca means ngokufa, right, ngokushona, for losing othandiweyo wembongi. All right. Okay, iqhubeke-ke inkondlo yethu siye kwistanza sesine okuyistanza sokugcina, stanza number 4, which is the last stanza. Bengicabanga ngengomuso lakhe elihle, bengifisa okuhle kodwa ngawe ntokozo. Ukwethaba kwami ngawe kuphelile, amaphupho ami ngawo ashabalele. Ashabalele kwamazole bona ilanga, ashabalala nakho konke kwanyamalala. Right, so this sounds more of like isiphetho, a conclusion yale ndaba that imbongi was just sharing with us. So line number 16 imbongi ithi-ke I thought, bengicabanga, All right. Bengicabanga, so I used to think ngengomuso. Ingomuso is ikusasa. So emqondo ofana of ingomuso is ikusasa. Well done. So bengicabanga, I used to think of your beautiful or bright future ngemuso elakho elihle, ngekusasa lakho elihle. Umuqa number 17 ithi bengifisa okuhle kodwa ngawe Ntokozo. So mighty all of that is in the past, which means Untokozo is now no more. Right. So she's just reflecting on the things that she wished and she wanted for Untokozo. And for the very first time in line number 17, Imbongi just tells us who this person is. Bengifiso kuhle. I wish you everything of the best, Ntokozo. So the name of this person, the name of Umufi. If you can jot that word down, Umufi. Umufi is a deceased, is Untokozo. Now, igama elithi Untokozo, it's one of those words that are unisex. All right. So it can be a boy's name. It can also be a girl's name. In the olden days, for a girl, it used to be non-dogos, but now we do have ondogozo that are ladies and ondogozo that are men. All right. So we don't really know the gender of this person, but we know the name Huti Undogozo. And from, my understanding or from where I'm at, I think Undogozolo had a very special relationship with Imbongi. It could happen that Undogozo was a son or the daughter of Imbongi. We don't know. Right. Kungenzeka ukuthi wayengumntwana wembongi. Then kuline number 18, imbongi ithi ukwethaba. Ukwethaba means ukujabula kwami, my joy, intokozo yami, my joy ngawe kuphelile. About you is just finished because you are no longer there. Kuphelile. Line number 19, imbongi continues and she says, amaphupho ami Ngawa Shabalele, my dreams about you also vanished. To Shabalala, it means to pela, it means to disappear. So once again, like in the previous stanza, line 13 and 14, line 18 and 19, those two last words, kupelile, ushabalele, are embinda mpondo, the repetition of the same thing, imbongi, ipinda inteyod, right, using different words. Line number 20, imbongi ikhuluma ke ngokushabalala. Ithi ke amaphupho ke ashabalala, the dreams that I had for you, right? They just vanished. Ashabalala, they just disappeared. Just like the Jews. The Jews, Dews, okay, Amazolo, when they get exposure to the sunlight. Ebona ilang. So igama ke okwamazolo is isifenqo esibizwa ngokuthi yini? Yebo, isifaniso okwamazolo, like the Jews. Okay. Ebona ilanga. So uma siqhubeka ke, the last line umugqa wamashumi amabili nanye, line 21, imbongi still stressing and emphasizing on everything that she lost through, losing this child, right? So she lost a whole lot more than just the child or Untokozo, all right? And she says, amaphupho, they just vanished. And she said, ashabalala nakho konke kwanyamalala. So not only the dreams vanished, not only ukwethaba intokozo vanished, but everything else just nyamalala. Nyamalala and shabalala means exactly the same thing. All right. So those are synonyms in Ondofana. So yonke into, in other words, yaphela. When imbongi lost untokozo. So imbongi ke iyabalisa. First bullet point, ibicabanga ngekusasa. She used to think about the future, a bright future for this person. And ongasekho emhlabeni, please make note of namagama, they're very important. Ongasekho emhlabeni, owashona, those type of words, lawo magama ashinto eyodwa. Right, igama lakhe nguNtokozo, kwakuwuNtokozo, imbongi ibimfisela okuhle, and she wish uNtokozo everything of the best. And right now, namhlanje njengamanje, imbongi is just talking directly to uNtokozo as if uNtokozo is alive. Noma engasekho emhlabeni, even though uNtokozo is no more. So ithi uNtokozo, intokozo now, meaning ukwethaba, right? Intokozo is ukwethaba or ukujabula, that is joy, that she had now that uNtokozo is gone, and all of that is also gone. It also vanished. Uh, she talks about the dreams, amaphupho that she had for uNtokozo aphelile nawashabelele. And just like okwamazolo, which is a sifaniso, ebona ilanga getting exposed to the sun, kuphele nje yonke into yanyamalala. So that is the end of inkondlo yethu. So I'm just going to quickly take you through some of the long questions, all right? And then you can do the rest of the other questions that you have in your study guide. Right, but let us look at how we can tackle these type of questions should we come across them with exam. All right, so I guess qale ke sibheke slide esilandelayo. Uhlobo lwenkondlo, not just for this poem, for all the poems, it is important to know the type of the poem. The poem owenziwe for the poems, for all 8 poems that you did in class. So uhlobo lwenkondlo is the type of a poem, and these are the possible questions that you may expect ahambisana nohlobo lwenkondlo. Umhloli angabuza, umhloli is the examiner, they may ask and say, hlobo luni lwenkondlo lolu? Hlobo luni is your key word, and hlobo luni means what type or what kind. And what kind of a poem is this? And then usually lombuzo it has an extension, all right? It's a double barrel kind of a question because it usually requires that you substantiate, right? That you support why you say it is whatever type, whichever type of a poem. Then omunye umhloli angathi lenkondlo, this poem, iluhlobo luni? What type of a poem is it? Iluhlobo luni? There's hlobo luni, your keyword once again, and they may say sekela. What does sekela mean? Yes, it means a support. It means substantiate. And then, or they may say, yisho, say or state. Uhlobo lwenkondlo. Uhlobo, there's your keyword once again. Uhlobo lwenkondlo of a poem, bese uyasekela and substantiate or and support. So these could be your possible answers. Lenkondlo, this poem, i-elegy, is a eulogy. Why? Ngoba. Ungoba is a word, esilibiza ngokuthi, it's a conjunction that we use when we substantiate, when we sekela, when we support. And then how we support, we say ngoba ikhuluma, because it talks about ukushona kukaNtokozo. So that is elinye igama ongalisebenzisa, ngokushona kukaNtokozo. You can't say ukufa kukaNtokozo because uNtokozo is a person. It's an object efayo, it's an animal efayo, but umuntu uyashona. Get that? Right. So ikhuluma ngokushona kukaNtokozo. Or you may say, lena yinkondlo elandisayo. This is a narrative poem because it is a narrative poem, because all along from beginning to end, imbongi ibisixoxela indaba was just narrating a story or telling us a story. Ngoba imbongi isixoxela indaba, is telling us a story ngokushona, once again, about the death kothandiweyo wayo, of her loved one. Or you could say i-elegy, it is a eulogy. Okay, this poem or lenkondlo ngoba ikhuluma ngokufa. Now you're not talking about ukushona of a person, but you're saying it's talking about death. Ukufa. All right, you're not being specific in terms of who died. There is a lot, right? Or you can say i-elegy ngoba ikhuluma ngomuntu ongasekho emhlabeni. It's a eulogy because it is talking about a person that is late, umuntu ongasekho emhlabeni. So please be mindful of these phrases so that you can use them correctly. Or you can say uNtokozo washona. Ntokozo died, all right, or passed away. Therefore, the poem is a eulogy. Right. So you can just be as creative as you want to when you give impendulo yakho. Says a lot. Right. Okay, moving on to umbuzo olandelayo, which is umbuzo okhuluma ngendikimba yenkondlo. So with all 8 poems, it is so important that you know the themes or a theme or the themes that are used in a poem. So, and how umhloli may ask imibuzo angathi yiziphi izindikimba ezimbili. Like this one in particular, there are 2 themes that are kind of like outstanding, right? Ezitholakala enkondlweni that are found in a poem. Once again, they will ask you to sekela, to support. All right. Or they may say, le nkondlo inayiphi indikimba, this poem has which theme? Ushongani. Why do you say that? Uyibona loo nto, right? So, and then your possible answers, impendulo zakho ungaphendula by saying indikimba yenkumbulo. Remember, we said inkumbulo is remembrance when you miss someone. Why do we say inkumbulo? Ngoba imbongi ikhumbulo othandiweyo wayo. So we're not saying anything about this person being late or anything, but we are just saying the theme is, remembrance, because the poet misses, their loved one. Or we can say indikimba yokufa, which is a theme of ukufa. Ukufa is death. Why? Ngoba othandiweyo wembongi, because imbongi's loved one died, washona. Or we can say akasekho emhlabeni. And or we can say inkondlo inendikimba yokufa ngoba uNtokozo washona. We can be specific like that. The poem has a theme which is death because Ntokozo died. And at this point, we don't really know how uNtokozo is related to Imbongi. But igama elithi Amehlwane, it's giving us just a slight indication ukuthi uNtokozo may be a child, but we do not really know. Okay? But we know ukuthi the deceased, umufi, is uNtokozo. Or we can say inkumbulo, ngoba imbongi ikhumbula uNtokozo ongasekho emhlabeni. It is remembrance because imbongi misses uNtokozo who is late, ongasekho emhlabeni. Uyabona indlela yokuphendula? Yeah, so nje be smart in how you respond, and be creative also. And once you have identified igama that is key to the question, it shouldn't be much of a problem to answer, to give impendulo, especially with these long questions, long type of questions that relates to inkondlo. Then I want us to look at isimo sembongi. So isimo ke sembongi kusuke kukhulunywa ngomuzwa that is felt by imbongi, right? Sometimes imbongi will present, different emotions in one poem, all right, or in different stanzas. So umbuzo ke ngesimo sembongi, the question on isimo sembongi, it could be the state of mind or how the poet, felt, or we think feels or felt when they wrote a particular stanza or maybe the whole poem. Ungabhekiswa estanzeni noma estanzeni esithile. It could be directed to just one stanza or multiple stanzas. Kuyenzeka umhloli, sometimes the examiner, abhekise enkondlweni yonkana. They may, relate this question to like the poem, like holistically, from beginning to end, and they'll ask you ukuthi ucabanga ukuthi sinjani isimo sembongi, right? Kodwa-ke kuhle usebenzisa amamaki. So if imbongi uses just a poem and is not specific, so it is always a good idea to use your mark allocation, amamaki anikeziwe, as umhlahlandlela, as your guide to your answer. Like for instance, if 2 marks, you can say like 5 things for just 2 marks. So you can just state isimo sembongi, and then you support. That should be enough for 2 marks. Lo mbuzo kudinga izimpendulo okungaba yindlela imbongi ezizwa ngayo. So this kind of a question, it requires an answer that expresses how the poet may feel, all right, or the state of mind, in that particular stanza or in that particular phrase or in like a poem as a whole, all right. So imbongi-ke ingabuzwa kanjena-ke, like here's just a couple of examples of questions. Chaza isimo sembongi, explain isimo sembongi. Now you know ukuthi isimo is the state in which the poet was at. Ubhekise and focus on stanza number 3. So makuthiwa bhekisa, you just go and focus where on that particular area. Or they may say, yayikusiphi isimo imbongi ngesikhathi ibhala lenkondlo, which state was the poet in when they wrote this poem. So impendulo yakho ke ingaba something more or less to this, similar to that. Estanzeni 3, just in response to that first question, imbongi izwa ubuhlungu, the poet feels the pain. Why? Ngoba, because imbongi ithi, she says enhlizweni yayo, in her heart, inenkamba beyibuza, she has like a big open wound. All right. Kunomgudu omkhulu. Futhi engazi ukuthi siyopholiswa yini kuthi kanjani. So you've just covered everything in line with the pain. Lobu buhlungu ke kudalwe ukulahlekelwa noma ukuhlitha othandiweyo wembongi. So depending on the mark allocation. So you don't want to say too much. All right. But ke makuthiwa isimo sembongi, isimo nomoya wembongi, the moya wenkondlo is just totally different. So this is specific to the poet imbongi, and then umoya is just for the actual poem. Kusazwakala. Right, we almost done. So umoya wenkondlo ke unjani umoya wenkondlo? Umoya is the tone, umoya is the mood. So imbuzo ngingabhalwa kanje, unjani umoya wenkondlo? Your keywords are umoya wenkondlo, unjani, how is it? Right, lenkondlo inomoya onjani, what? How is the tone? Chaza umoya, explain, the tone or the mood, and support and substantiate. So ushongani, why did you say that? Sekela also means support. So kulolu hlobo ke lwembuzo ke inkondlo ingaba nomoya oxubile. A poem may have mixed emotions, but kodwa awukwazi nje ukuvele uthi inomoya oxubile. You can't say, oh, this poem has a moya oxubile. Right, okay. Which moya? It's a combination of which emotions. Which emotions are mixed? Which emotions are you referring to? So you can't do that bese ushiya kanjalo. So what you need to do is that ngemuva kokuthi inomoya oxubile, after mentioning that inkondlo has umoya oxubile, explain okungenani ibe mbili. Just explain the two emotions that are found there, or just the one, okay, that you want to stick on. Remember ukuthi you use your marker location as your guide once again. So ngaphendula kanjena. So this is how you may respond. You may say inomoya wosizi, it is miserable because whatever. Lenkondlo inomoya wokuphelelwa yithemba or wokulahlekelwa yithemba, of losing hope, because you go back to the poem and then you find a line or anything to just support what you are saying. And then you can also say sithola umoya wobuhlungu. We find or we get umoya wobuhlungu. Buhlungu is pain because of whatever. Kukhona umoya wokuzisola, regret, because of whatever. Inomoya wenkumbulo, because of whatever. All right. So that is how you respond to a moya question. And finally, all right, bese sithola ke umqondo sobala. So umqondo sobala is the obvious meaning, right? And obviously umbuzo wakho will have the word umqondo sobala, or umhloli, an examiner may say ikhuluma ngani le nkondlo. Like here, ngamaphuzu amathathu chaza ukuthi ikhuluma ngani le nkondlo. So when they ask ukuthi ikhuluma ngani inkondlo, they are looking for umqondo sobala, the obvious meaning. Uthini umqondo wale nkondlo, they may also phrase the question like that. So, and then what is expected of you is to briefly summarize in your own words what the poem is talking about. Okay, once again, you are guided by your mark allocation. You may be asked also isifundo or umyalezo. Isifundo is a lesson from a poem, because every poem comes with a lesson. So isifundo, you may also, need to prepare for each and every one of those 8 poems, know the lesson that was learned through that poem, or umyalezo, the message that the poet was trying to convey using inkondlo leyo. Okay, so ngithanda ke ukubonga isifundo sethu sanamuhla siphelela khona la. Ngiyabonga ke, nibe nosuku oluhle.